I just don't trust anything I can't verify for myself.
But you
don't have to get mad because of that. Why are you mad because of that? You're getting mad right now because I don't trust shit from the government.
You can verify this. You can verify this. You just said you can't, but you can. That's the issue on some of these things with science. They are.
Have you verified it?
Yes, they are verifiable.
How did you verify it?
I went to fucking physics class.
And what is
at college? I got an A. I went to fucking physics class. I got an A.
Okay. So that proves that.
Do I believe in climate change? No.
You don't believe in climate change?
Well, I think the climate always changes, I guess is what I should say. Do I believe that this is like, an issue that is being, that is global warming, which they've changed conveniently. They got rid of the word once scientists started disproving it. Now they only say climate change. No.
Okay, but this is an incredibly complicated subject.
Right.
And if you would have to talk to a bunch of different scientists and see how they gather data.
If you look into the experiments to prove that the Earth is spinning, all of them failed. Look into it.
What are you
You could just think that. We've been indoctrinated into thinking
that's not true. That's not true.
Okay, I'm crazy. I get it.
Eddie, Jamie, what you gonna say?
I don't have the science in my head to back it up either, but that's not true. You can't say things like that. That's what Eric Dubé says, and he's not backing it up.
Where's the evidence that... Find the evidence.
There are 13-year-old kids in
moving.
high school right now that can show you the evidence with
Well, what is
scientific
it? How come you can't show it to me?
Because I'm not in class right now, and I'm not up to date. I'm doing JRE work right now.
Okay, you're talking about some shit you don't know about.
No,
you're talking about some shit you
so
don't know
are
about.
you. But you're saying
I'm just saying I don't trust it. Dude, you guys just haven't looked into it. That's all it is.
You're watching
you guys haven't
YouTube
looked into
videos,
it.
Eddie. There's a difference between looking into it and watching YouTube videos. Okay. Vast majority, 87% of scientists said that human activity is driving global warming, yet only half the American public ascribe to that view.
Yeah.
They say the experiment showed the Earth is not spinning. No one can reproduce that experiment. That's why it's not real. So this thing that you keep repeating is bullshit.
Okay.
And this thing that you keep... But don't, no.
Hey, where did you get this information?
Jamie.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get what?
This information. Where is this coming from?
This is coming off the internet.
Exactly. So you're reading some information. I'm reading some information.
Slow down.
You didn't go to the library.
Slow down.
It's on Wikipedia.
Eddie, just slow down.
Eddie, stop doing
There's
that.
sources here. There's a book called the American Journal of Science. I'm sure that a lot of people respect
which is
that.
bought and paid for.
Well, maybe.
So
Well, what website is
87%, and this is
Scientific American.
this? Yeah, .com though. Like, 'cause that means it's making money. I don't trust that. If it was a .org, I would probably take that. But this is just a random website. Yeah, .com though. Like, 'cause that means it's making money. I don't trust that. If it was a .org, I would probably take that. But this is just a random website.
Holy crap, guys. Can you see that? The Earth is freaking cat. Check them out, guys. The brand new The Earth is Cat t-shirts are now available. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Get one from yourself right now.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and map out what Candace Owens just did right now, okay? What Candace Owens just pulled out, the sheer genius that most people probably didn't even notice. So Joe Rogan and his producer friend Jamie are making an argument from authority. So we can just imagine authority as this big fucking person right here, okay? This big person, maybe put like a police officer hat on it. Okay, this is a big A on his chest. This is authority, okay? This is what you blindly believe in because of what? Let's see, consensus, because popular opinion, and maybe throw in there, establishment support. So this is the argument that Joe Rogan and his producer Jamie are making. This is an argument from authority. It has nothing to do with the actual scientific method and actually doing research and experiments. The only argument here is really simple, okay? Check it out. The only argument that Joe and his friend is making is, well, most scientists agree, so it must be true, even though I haven't verified it for myself. This is literally the argument Joe Rogan's currently making right now.
I think we're being lied to about fucking everything.
And here's the genius of what Candace Owens just did. Joe pulls up an article saying, well look, the majority of scientists agree, so it must be true. And what did Candace Owens do on the spot? Pure genius. She flips the authority fallacy that they're trying to use on her, she flips it on them and questions the authority of the site that Joe and Jamie pulled up. She said, .coms make money, .orgs have less conflicts of interest. And I'm sloppy writing, but you get the idea here. So on one hand, you have an appeal to authority, and on the other hand, you have an appeal to authority as well. Though I think Candy was kind of doing it underhanded in a sort of sarcastic way, because they're trying to say, well, look, the establishment, the authority says it's true, so it must be. 97% of scientists agree. So she flipped it on them and used their exact same fallacy on them. Well, .com, you can't necessarily trust the .com. How can you trust that as a true authority? If it's a .org, though, I do trust it. Absolutely pure genius by Candace Owens.
And
well,
I don't
Scientific
trust
American is not necessarily a random website. It's,
I don't believe this like at all. Just so you know.
You don't believe it at all?
I genuinely don't believe it. I know you do, but I genuinely don't believe it.
You just haven't looked into it, that's all.
Eddie.
I used to say the same
Eddie,
stuff.
you're talking about the Earth being flat. Thousands
I'm
of
saying the
scientists
same
have
thing.
looked into it. You think they're all wrong? That's so insane.
You haven't looked into it.
I have.
No, you have.
Oh my God. How could I not have? You don't think I have? I'm watching you go down the rabbit hole. You don't think I've tried to pay attention to what the fuck these people are talking about? It doesn't work.
I don't think so.
Eddie, there's websites dedicated to debunking it. There's dedicated to showing you the science,
On the
showing
internet.
you the math that you can do.
How come when you check the internet it's valid, but when I'm on the internet it's not?
Eddie, you're talking about the Earth being flat. Thousands of scientists have looked into it. You think they're all wrong? That's so insane. Did you read that thing in the New York Times about where that all came from? The reason why people think saturated fat is bad for you? It all came from the sugar industry. The sugar industry bribed all these scientists, and they didn't even have to pay them much, man. Apparently, it was only like $50,000. They bribed these scientists to study, report some bogus findings, pushing the blame away from sugar and onto saturated fat. Eddie, you're talking about the Earth being flat. Thousands of scientists have looked into it. You think they're all wrong? That's so insane.
I believe it.
I believe most of the
87%?
time the consensus of scientists that are studying the data.
Right.
And so what they're doing is
But do
studying.
you remember all of the stories that came out about the scientists that said that when they tried to present their evidence to show, like they were basically just getting shut down at every corner? You can pull that up too. Like scientists who look up the opposite. Right? Instead of looking for what you're searching for, looking for what you're not looking for.
Not what I didn't search for it. That's what I found when I searched it.
Hey, you know what? You don't care, and that's fine. I'm not going to be mad at you for not caring.
No, of course
Don't
not.
be mad at me for caring, though. That's
I'm
all.
not
But
mad
it
at
doesn't
you.
make
Okay.
any sense.
I'm not mad
because
at
you don't look into
But
what
don't get mad,
scientists
though.
say.
Why are you getting mad?
Because you don't look into what scientists say. 306 scientists to confirm over 97% of climate scientists agree. Right. So my question to you is, if you want to step outside of the scientific consensus,
right,
which is vast and involves 10,306 scientists, and just say, I don't believe in it, even if you're right, you don't have enough information to say that.
Right. No, but that's what I said. This is the whole
point. But you're
point.
saying you don't believe it.
I don't. Yeah, I would have to have someone sit down and convince me that it was real. I personally don't believe it. That's okay.
But why?
It's good to start at a place of not believing something.
No, it's not.
You think you should start with believing everything.
No, it's not believe either or. Not believe yes, not believe no.
Yeah.
But don't say you don't believe.
Yeah.
Learn about it.
Yeah.
Learn about it and then have an opinion. But you're stating this opinion without having any real understanding of what climate science is.
But that's exactly what an opinion is.
Yeah, but why have an opinion on something that you don't have data about? This is my question. I don't necessarily have an opinion on climate science. I really don't. Because I don't know much about it. But what I do know is that what I've read is that the vast majority of people who study it are in agreement that human beings are affecting it.
But this is what I hate. This is what I hate.
But hold
because
on,
then it's like,
finish
Candace, you have to have a formed opinion on everything.
No, you don't have to have a formed opinion on everything. What you do have to have is the ability to know when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But I just said that. I said that to you the entire time.
I said this would.
I said I don't believe it. And then you asked me, and I said this wouldn't be the hill I chose to die on because I don't.
Right, but why
follow
even
it.
say you don't believe in it?
Because I just personally, if you.
How about not have a belief until you really have looked at the data?
So you would prefer if my language, as opposed to admitting that I do not know this, I wouldn't die on this hill, I've never made a video, I've never made a public statement. You would have preferred if I had just started by saying, I have no opinion.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But you say
but I said I didn't know.
No, you say I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. You're saying really clearly that you don't think it's real.
Yes. I'm sorry that I just don't believe. I don't believe in global warming. I'm happy to.
You're allowed to not believe in it.
That's all I've been trying to say. Is I don't believe in it.
It's hard, Eddie. You know, it's hard because you didn't go to school for this.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. Okay. But look, I love you, man. I love you.
Good.
You know I
just
love
don't
you.
I personally am inclined to believe that a lot of those studies are manipulated, but I think that I have a right to say that I don't believe in something, but that I also don't know, and that's what I said to you. I don't believe in it, but I wouldn't die on this hill.
I just don't trust anything I can't verify for myself.
But you
don't have to get mad because of that. Why are you mad because of that? You're getting mad right now because I don't trust shit from the government.
You can verify government. You can verify this. You just said you can't, but you can. That's the issue on some of these things with science. They are.
Have you verified it?
Yes, they are verifiable.
How did you verify it?
I went to fucking physics class.
And what is
at college? I got an A.
Okay.
If you and I are having a discussion, sorry, I don't believe in it. Like, I don't know what else to say.
in the
This is
world.
why it's frustrating, because you don't want the answers. You just want to question everything that the, in air quotes, government says.
Who cares?
We
Why
do.
are you so angry over
not.
that?
It's frustrating.
Why?
Because the
Why?
world being flat, because nuclear bombs being fake, because dinosaurs not being real, all those things
the
are
big deal?
crazy. They're a giant waste of time.
For who?
For us. When we're talking
Let's
about
talk about
it.
something else.
Okay, but you like talking about those things.
Hey, I didn't bring up nuclear bombs. You guys did. I didn't bring it up.
But you really argued it for a while.
I'm just bringing up questions and you're getting angry.
I'm not angry, Eddie.
Okay, good.
Do you hear me being angry right now?
You guys sounded angry. You said you were frustrated.
What's frustrating?
Frustration usually is in there with anger.
I went to fucking physics class. I got an A.
So that proves that.
Yeah.
Holy crap, guys. Can you see that? The Earth is freaking cat. Check them out, guys. The brand new The Earth is Cat t-shirts are now available. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Get one from yourself right now. Fight back against YouTube censorship by supporting me on Patreon. You'll also get access to exclusive, never-before-seen videos and other perks like monthly Google Hangouts with me, free books and t-shirts, and more.